Okay, hello everybody. Michael here with Best Paw Forward Dog Training. Ray, come here. And we're working Ray and Bear on their reactivity. Now, they're both socially reactive. They're not aggressive reactive dogs. Sit. They just want to get to each other and play and interact, that kind of thing. So one of the main things about this type of work, come here, is that we have to treat the other dog as if like it's a piece of furniture, right? We don't care. We don't acknowledge that it's there, really. We just want to focus on working with our dog. Here, sit, communicating in an effective way that prevents them from getting too hyped up and worked up about the other dog. Once they are calm and they've realized, like, okay, it's not that exciting, then we can go over and interact and say hello. You know, they'll get worked up again. They'll get excited again because they have access to each other. But ultimately, we want them to realize the main priority in an environment is not the other dog. What is it? Is that a piece of peanut butter up there? Come here. Good boy. So how do we do that? I start off by just kind of hanging out. So before we turn the camera on, we were just kind of standing around. They were getting settled in. They got super excited when we first walked in the room. Sit. But once they realized, okay, we're not just going to be let off the lead. We're not just going to be playing. They started settling in. Okay? Sit. Then once we know that they're going to settle and that they're going to respond to us, we start working our obedience. Ray, leave it. Here, sit. Okay? And not until then. And that's important because a lot of times what's going to happen is you're going to try to work with your dog when they're all fired up. Ray, here. And it's like either going to lead to you using a lot of force. Ray, here. Or a lot of frustration. Sit. And they're just not ready. They're just overstimulated. Okay, you have to allow their systems to kind of come down, you know, relax. Come. Good boy. Sit. Yes. Once you do that, you've got the ability to practice these behaviors right here, where they're attentive, they're looking, they're able to say, you know, check in and see the other dog and check in with you when you're talking to them, and then it gives you the opportunity to reinforce them for calm behavior. Okay. Intermixed into these sessions, I like to take time to just put 2 chairs out, sit down in the chairs, reward the dogs for laying down. It shows to them that I'm going to be in environments with other dogs and I'm just going to relax and do nothing. I'm not going to be moving a ton. I just got to lay down and quietly observe. And that's perfectly okay. All right. Now that they're in a good state, they're both nice and calm. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and approach and let them quickly say hello. Right here, I don't want play on leash. So once I've said let's go, or here to him, I just move off. I get firm on the lead, and I just move off, okay? I just keep on walking because I don't want him to think like, oh, well, I'm going to go up and wrestle and play, and it's going to lead to all this excitement. You know, that's not the case. You should just treat it as like no big deal. Come here, Ray. Good boy. Turn. Good job. We do a lot of practicing of moving back and forth, pass-bys, because that's what's going to happen out in public. Back up. You're going to be passing by other dogs, right? Pretty simple. Back up. Good boy. With me? Good boy. Good. Turn. Good boy. Good boy. I'm loose on the leash, but I'm ready to use it if I need to, okay? He was successful. I rewarded him. He's a big, strong dog. This side? Good boy. So you don't want to lose sight or lose track of what it is he's doing. Good boy. See how I use my praise there to kind of interrupt his thought? Sit. Yes. Free. Now he's breaking out of the sit a little quicker than I would like him to, so I'm going to start paying attention to that. But overall, doing good. I had Bear in a session with a private client last night, working on his ability to be around dogs and people, and he did fantastic. Stop. Sit. Good. And you can see he's doing wonderful over there as well. He's paying a lot of attention to the handler. He's able to be calm. He's able to respond, walk, and listen very well. Free. Good boy. Okay, so in order to get that sit, that sustained sit, and him not break out of it, I just didn't get the food right away. I waited. He hit his sit. Leave it. Come here, Ray. Sit. Stay. Yes. When I deliver the food, I deliver it into him free, so I don't encourage him popping out of that posture or position. Okay? Good boy. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. To recap, we bring the dogs into the room, we settle them down first. They settle down, they show that they can pay attention, then we start training. Training simple things like look at me, sit, stay. Ray, look, sit, stay. Okay? We start focusing in on those things. When they settle even more, we give them brief interactions. We reward them for coming back to us. Okay? And then the primary focus is just teaching them to respond. Ray, here. In the presence of other dogs. Come here, buddy. Good boy. And you don't want to get worked up. Like, I know he's excited. He wants to go say hi to Bear, but I'm not mad at him. So don't get worked up. Stay nice, neutral, confident, and in a firm leadership role. Okay? Ray, sit. Good boy, stay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys on the next video. Come on, handsome. Come on, buddy. Good boy.